Welcome to video two of the Jomer or Jomer. Video two of the Jimmer walkthrough to try to help him out. That's my old army buddy. And where we are is I've done a basic introduction, so I guess this could be video one or introduction, however you want to look at it. We've started the game. We haven't actually ended a turn yet. We spent 30 minutes and didn't do a damn thing. But I went over the interface, and you should be set to play the game. We have one colony, and that would be Terra. Terra has two specials on it, Prometheum and food. Three if you count it being the civilization capital. We also have one ship, a survey ship, which we started with as a bonus to our racial characteristics. That is a special ship. It's not your garden variety ship. Some super geniuses made it and they're all dead now. We can't make a ship like it to replace it. So that ship is moving in this direction to explore colonies out here. Those little white dots are stars. Now, you'll see this line here. It says 1, that's how much it's going to turn when I end it, or move when I end a turn, or the next turn, whatever. And 2, and this is where it will end up and wait for me to get further orders. And that's about it. We don't have a shipyard yet. A shipyard is building. If you point at the planet or click on it, you can see that's what's going on. And so now we play the game. What's the purpose of this game? Well, it's to explore a galaxy, which is a spiral galaxy, not very big. And you build colonies, you build those colonies up, you try to build the best empire you can. There are competitors out there. So I have another species that could be bad guys, could be good guys, who knows. I found that most people that play these games are warmongers. I'm not really a warmonger myself. So let's move onward. So play the game the way you want to play it. You don't have to play it the way anybody else. Play to win. But you don't have to be a warmonger to win. You'll notice that the Enterprise did not move. That's because I had already moved it. Now it's moving. We found us an ascension crystal here. This planet has an asteroid belt, or star has an asteroid belt right close to the planet. Now there might still be planets here, so I'm going to go around the star this way and I guess swing counterclockwise. Actually, I'm going to swing clockwise. I'm going to go the star this way and swing clockwise. Okay, we just found some decent resources over there. This is a precursor research relic. That's the Ascension Crystal we already seen. And Alarium. Alarium is used for beam weapons, basically, and other things, but beam weapons mostly. You have to hook up resources or your empire will suck. If you scroll out, you see that all those planets around that star are dead. There's nothing habitable to humans. Nothing habitable to anybody. Although I think that oops, I missed this anomaly. Space junk over here, but that's okay. We will get it in the future. Starbase is done. I'm going to move it right quick. Shipyard, I should say. And I just moved it one square closer to Terra. Okay, our ship needs orders. There's a space junk here. That's an anomaly, and basically, there are different kinds of anomalies. We're going to move right next to it because that's where our moves end, and next turn we will hook it up. The shipyard needs orders. We're going to build a constructor first. A constructor is used for constructing star bases. There are different purposes for star bases. The primary one being mining. Ideally, you know what? I've only got 3 administrators so far, but in 10 turns I will be getting a citizen. So, colony ship constructor and explorer are all going to take up an administrator. I think I'm going to build one of these tiny scouts here that are pretty useless actually. These scouts are useless because they have a sensor range of 2, which is useless. Okay. And it's got a moves of 2. So, and it's got a maintenance of 2. It's expensive and not very practical to use. I'm going to build one. My hope is to find a black hole with antimatter around it so I can build a hyperspace project before anybody else to give my ships an extra +1 moves. That's why we're researching artificial gravity. Okay, so research is complete. You'll see it's not researching up here. Also, our turn button has turned into research. We completed artificial gravity, which gives us the ability to build a hyperspace project if we had antimatter, but we don't have antimatter. And it gives all my ships a +1 moves, and this leads to is tech that it opened up when I finished that. Let's choose our next tech, which is going to be Universal Translator. And I want to do that because it's in the government screen, and I want to get things done in the government screen, and I will explain more about that later. This interstellar travel one is also a good one to get. It gives you an additional +5 range, but at this point, I'm not really worried about range yet. If I meet somebody, though, I want to be able to talk to them. So we got idle ship here. We're sitting next to this anomaly. We moved onto it, and we are surveying the anomaly, which, as we already know, it's space junk. But it gives us 41 billion credits and 5 experience for the crew. Okay. What I'm going to do here. Now I've got 4 moves. I do believe I'm going to come through this gap here. Why you want to be a jerk and go through the nebula? My captain is a moron. Okay, to unselect that ship, just use your left click button. You don't want to scroll around because you end up accidentally telling them to go somewhere. I do that all the time. Ideally, I want to use that first constructor to build a starbase that gets me antimatter, but I've got to find a black hole. Okay, so my people want to send out a beacon into the universe saying, here we are, just like the Voyager probe. Yeah, not a good idea. So, I could get a +1 diplomacy, which is actually good, but get a -10 soldiering, which is not good. But actually, Soldiering, if you're in a situation where uh, you're getting invaded, you really should have overwhelming numbers to fight them invaders. Then we could get 100 credits, which really is a pittance. It's nothing. And we could get a -1 diplomacy, which I definitely do not want, at a +10 soldiering. And I would want the +10 soldiering, but so pragmatic is kind of the best one here, even though that 100 credits is nothing. However, I can live with the -10% soldiering myself just to get that +1 diplomacy. Diplomacy gives you better trade deals when you're trading like technologies and resources with other races. And I want that. I want that bad. Okay, so we're going to get that. In fact, that's why we're researching Universal Translator. I was going to point that out here because I'm going to research a +1 diplomacy. Plus, the government type I want is down that tree. So, we took that. What that did is it gave us +5 benevolent ideology points, -10 on our soldiering, and a +1 diplomacy. Okay, where does that diplomacy stat go? I don't know. Maybe in the government screen? I don't know. Okay, so we can end this turn. I already told my guy to move as far as I wanted him to move. Oh, so how did I not see that? The nebula is in there anyway. Okay. So we did find a planet. It's got food and a snuggler colony. A snuggler, if you're a Star Trek guy, I guess you could think of it as like a trouble. Everybody likes them. All right. Not much happening. We're just moving around exploring. Hoping to find a black hole. Okay, so this is a news robot, and it says that the travel site Galaxia has released a list of most stable civilizations good for family friendly holidays. Blah, blah. Ain't nobody going on a holiday. We're working over here. Okay, we finished our Universal Translator tech. This is what we got for it. This is actually a galactic wonder. So you might want to try to build it. It gives you some nice bonuses. Okay, right now, kind of thinking we're going to do our +1 diplomacy so that when we meet a guy, we will be well prepared for trade and technology, of which we only have two. We've got an idle ship. That would be our survey. I'm going to be swinging around this way. We'll go around this nebula. And we have our first citizen of our empire. We need to train him for the job we want him to do. And this early in the game, that job is going to be administrator. Oh, look at this. We can get free ships. This will be a good free survey ship, I'm sure. I'm hoping it's armed. I could get a colony ship and do Mars. But while we're sitting at this screen, let's talk about something. Unfortunately, I can't cancel and bring this up, but we already have a planet that we can colonize, and that's Mars. It's habitable, not great planet, but and this colony ship that I get will be an extra 2 billion people. I have 5 billion people on Earth. That means I'll have 7 billion people, just 2 billion in the colony ship. Not 5 minus 2. It is a free 2 billion people. Okay. Now, do I want to do Mars? Mars will help out with that shipyard and ship construction. Now, it's the only shipyard I have, and it's the only habitable planet. Well, we did just find a habitable planet. Okay, that snuggler and food colony. Okay, that's probably not the best colony out there. As far as military ship, not overly concerned about a military right now unless I run into pirates. And my survey ship that I have could probably take care of it. This survey ship is probably going to be a special survey ship. It might be armed. Okay, I'm just snow spitballing here. But let's talk about that colony ship again. As soon as I make a colony, it's going to make me create a government. I don't actually have a government yet. And that government will give me two choices: colonial government or imperial government. Both of those, maximum of 4 colonies before my guys start getting mad. And those are the only two available. I do not have the tech for any more. So I couldn't just say, hey, let's switch to this new government because I don't actually have a new government type to switch to. The best I could do is switch to one of the other ones, but you're going to be stuck in that government for 26 turns, which isn't really that long, but it's long enough to get you in trouble. But there's no way I'm going to have 4 colonies in 26 turns. I just don't have the population to do that. So what am I saying here? I'm saying it depends on your playstyle. Are you the expand real fast guy? With the new governments, expanding real fast can be a mistake. Uh, or are you, let's go find stuff? I want this survey ship actually. So I'm going to get the survey ship and not worry about the extra 2 billion population. It would be nice, but I'm not going to build that colony anyway. Not yet. I don't want to switch to either colonial or to um, imperial. And if I chose the colony ship, I would have to keep researching in the government tech tree where I am right now. That's where the diplomacy is. And get the next tech, which gives me, well, I can choose either stellar monarchy or mm, interstellar republic. Both of which, no. Yeah, stellar monarchy gives you 18 colonies and interstellar republic 12 colonies. I don't really want to be saddled with this. Uh, all right. I really want that survey ship, but I can buy survey ships because I have mercenaries. When I find a bazaar, we'll buy survey ships. Okay, so let's get the free colony ship, and I will show you this 4 colony government. This is a tutorial after all. It's not what I would do. I would get the survey ship. I would wait till I got that 12 or 18 colony government. This gave us extra 2 billion people. I could go right out here, and I should go right out there. So I'm going to. Somebody could come along and colonize this planet. It's got some travel time to get there. In fact, I'm going to tell it to go here. And in the meantime, I'm changing this guy to go right. Nah, just check that other star system out. All right, there's another one there. Class 9 with a Promethium on it. I might head towards that system since it does have a habitable planet. And see if there's any other habitable planets in it. Multiple planet systems are the way you really want to go to start with. Try to secure that. That won't stop an alien race from colonizing that system with you, though. But the further I can send that colony ship, the better, in my opinion. Try to like secure the territory. Let's see about this citizen. He's from Arcadia Moo. I don't even know where Moo is. So what we can do is we can make him. Oh, my stupid mouse been double clicking. That is not good, but I guess we'll be okay. I accidentally made him a worker because I double clicked on that. So be careful if you got a stupid mouse that likes to double click. I have a new mouse, but just had to put it on. I wanted to make him an administrator, which would give me 5 points of administration. Instead, I got 3% of social construction, which is fine, I guess, because I hope to find a um, I hope to find a black hole for antimatter. Okay. Really shouldn't have got that scout. I should have got the explorer. Those scouts are useless. I should have spent the administrator. And you know what? Since we're doing this route, I'm gonna get a colony ship going because I'm popped out. I'm at max population on Earth. I might as well have it growing. And now I could build. It's about to make me build a government. Oh no, it's not gonna make me build a government until I make the colony. Come on. Windows, stop with the notifications. Alright, so what do we got? I do want to go this way real quick. Nope, only that one planet in there. We'll swing by here and head over towards there. My hope is that we will find something that has another planet on it. Ideally, I'd like to get a precursor planet or a really good planet. Alright, let's head back this way and hook up this space junk while we're about it. So we've got an extreme world on that system, but there may be more in there. And that gave us 23 towards the treasury. Alright, there is another ship in there with Promethium, and we are real close to somebody because I just saw their survey ship. Oh, look, they're going to give me a bad thing. See, everything was going too well. Since I only have the home world, alright, let's see what we got going here. We got super bacteria. It's a problem we're actually having on Earth right now. Because of overuse of antibiotics in food. Like chickens, they give them antibiotics because they got them in these little cages. They can't move around and they're sick. In any case, that happened. And it's basically going to mess up my civilization. either with production, growth, or morale. Okay, it's just how I choose to deal with it. So I could prioritize healthcare. Okay, and I will lose 25% production. I don't want that because I really want that hyperspace project. So minus 25% growth. That's Earth. I don't really want that either, but that's not as bad as minus 25% morale. But I won't lose any growth I won't lose growth, which is population. I want growth so I can build colony ships, but people will be unhappy. They're already at 50%. They haven't really gone up. Now, what did I get? I got benevolent. Because I. No, benevolent was the survey ship, wasn't it? Did I get this? I think I got pragmatic. The colony ship was pragmatic. Survey ship, colony, and military. So I think I have points in pragmatic already. I'm going to choose the minus growth. Yeah, I chose correctly because I got the ideology. I don't want to put 2 on this now. I want to put 1.2. That's all I want on there. As you can see, we have run into a colony ship, a KS looter. I don't know what that race is, or we'll find out shortly, I'm sure. So, this ship with this crappy sensors, there's nothing in this star system. So, what I'm going to do with the survey ship is head them down this way, up here, down there. Since this survey ship here is, I really should stop and grab junk on the way. This guy is probably in one of those 3 systems. He's darn close. So now I have to make my choice, and my choice is the food planet. I want that extra food. Did I build a colony ship? Yes, I did. We still have 3.8. Class 11, Class 9. So the classes are the number of tiles that you're able to build on. So you want higher class. Plus, you want to keep an eye on specials. Now, this guy with Promethium can be gotten from star bases, so I'm not worried about getting it on planets. It's like a useless bonus. Same with this. It's just a waste of a tile on a planet, in my opinion. Okay? So I don't really see those as bonuses. I see those as negative on the planet. I think I'm going to slap this baby down on Mars. So we are choosing an ideology. Basically, it's good, in the middle, and evil. Okay? What I want from this ideology, I have 4 things to choose from. I have prepared, which gives me the preparedness center. That's a building that I have to build on planets. That gives me pragmatic ideology points. I've already decided I'm going benevolent. I don't want that. It's a waste. This constructive one gives me 3 pre-constructor vessels. I do want that. Except I don't really have the administrators for it. I don't know if they use administrators from my pool. I guess we'll find out shortly. I could get a free freighter and a trade license, but I don't really need that right yet. And negotiator, no one will declare war on me for 50 turns. As you get these things, um, each one is progressively more costly. The first one here is 10 points. If they were malevolent points, if I don't spend those points and I get more malevolent points, they're all 10 points too. But after I use that 10.1, it'll be something like 20 for the next one. Whether it's benevolent, pragmatic, or malevolent, it will be 20. Now, the benevolent one has a free colony ship, which is nice. Also, a research, plus these two are buildings that I'm going to want to build. The Elevation Foundation, which I'd like to build on Earth, boosts the colony morale by 100%, or I could build it on the second planet, or the Missionary Center. Okay, and over in Malevolent, I do want to get on Charitable, which gives me a 10% increase in planetary income, and this one. When I have 5 worlds, I want to get Utilitarian, which will give me um, um, +1 tile on my first 5 planets, which is why I'm colonizing Mars now, so that it's one of my first 5 planets. Mars is 6, and I'd rather there be 7 tiles on that planet. Okay, so I didn't choose what I'm going to get there. The shipyard's idle. I think I'm just going to do a colony ship right away. It's going to cut down my pop pretty well, but oh well, we'll deal with it. So let's go ahead and get our. Let me look at. Get our constructors. We want to hook up resources. And I would prefer to get multiple resources per mining base. Looks like I might be able to get 3 here. So I'm going to want this over here, but I haven't really got it explored well enough to suit my liking. Right here, I should be able to get Elarium and 2 thuliums. And I think the third one would go here. I wish I had found a uh, I wish I had found a I have a problem with a singularity, damn it. Okay, so I'm thinking here. Try here. Since I haven't explored there yet, I'd love to get that research relic right away, but I want to make sure I get maximum. I'm not going to use the constructor to explore. I'm thinking I might build an economic starbase here on Earth. Maybe around Saturn, hey? Alright, we got our diplomacy bonus. Okay, so diplomacy itself, the technology, will give me the Interstellar Republic government, which has a colony limit of 12. Interstellar governance will give me Stellar Monarchy, which has a colony limit of 18, plus 2 unique ships. All right. So the reason, first of all, I don't want it really right next to my planets. As long as they're within range of the star base, it's good to go. It's going to be an economic star base, and when its influence spreads, I will be hooking up these asteroids, which is why I chose to go that direction versus any other. So I want an economic ring for this guy. That will help boost the economy on Mars and Earth. So Mars is our first colony besides Earth. All right, so I want a space elevator. I'm going to put it up here. And that's all I want for now. Now it wants me to do a government. And here's my choices. Imperium with a ship construction bonus, and Colonial with a social construction bonus. Okay? They both have a colony limit of 4. I have no choice but to do this now that I built a colony. I cannot say cancel. Now, if I get 5 colonies before I change governments, I'm going to have a problem. But that's the way this intrigue is. So our third colony, second colony, whatever, is going to be this planet. Alright, so I want malevolent points, but I don't like this malevolent one, so I'm not getting it. I'm going benevolent on this one, or I don't really need another pragmatic. Although the trade license would be good. The approval, that's important. Okay, we got a spot here with a bonus to population. Farms always have a bonus to population. Snuggler will have, this is probably where the first city will go on this planet. I'm going to toss a space elevator up here. Oh, I need a shipyard first. Okay, so that's about it for this episode. I'm going to close this because my recording studio is having weird things going on when I get bigger files. So basically, we built 3 colonies. We can only build 1 more before we start having problems in the next 26 turns. Now, I need to get a tech to switch out of that government. I'm on interstellar governance. Let's go take a look at that tech right quick, and then we'll end this video. Let's go to the tech tree. Right, interstellar governance is going to unlock stellar monarchy, which is going to give me a princeship and a princesship. The other choice here is diplomacy, I believe. Right. And interstellar republic gives me a prime ministership. Okay. I'm actually going to do both of them, but we're going to do governance first. You get to keep the ships after, so no reason not to switch. But I'm going to do the monarchy first because then I can boost specific planets with those ships. We still need a singularity to get some antimatter. Somebody's going to already beat us to the hyperspace project. It's just the way it goes. We didn't find our black hole yet. So that's it. We will see you in the next episode.